Now the poem on killing a tree. You must have observed people cutting down trees, but can they kill a tree? Is it easy to do so? Let us read the poem and find out what the poet says on killing a tree. It takes much time to kill a tree, not a simple jab of the knife. Jab means sudden rough blow of the knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth. Rising out of it, consuming means absorbing, and rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, and water, and out of its leprous hide. Leprous means bark as ugly as affected by leprosy, sprouting leaves, growing out new leaves. Now, the poet tells us that killing a tree is not so easy, it is time consuming. A tree grows straight out the earth and nourishing its nutrients which found in the earth, besides taking years of sunlight, water, and air. Although its bark looks irregular and scaly, leaves and branches sprout out of it. So, hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Not so much hack and chop means cut into pieces. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs. Curled means twisted. Twigs, branches, very fresh branches. Miniature boughs, very small. Boughs means branches, which if unchecked will expand again to former size. To former size means to the previous size. The poet says that the hack of a knife or chopping off a bough is not so sufficient to bring a tree down. These jabs may inflict pain on the tree, but the pain is not enough to kill it. The bleeding bark will heal with time, new green twigs will grow again, and boughs chopped off will be replaced by new boughs. It will grow into their former size. No, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be roped, tied, and pulled out, snapped out, or pulled out entirely out of the from the earth cave, and the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. Here the poet explains how a tree could be killed. He says to kill a tree, its root has to be pulled out. The life source, the root, is exposed. The tree becomes vulnerable. Thus, the strength of the tree is exposed. In the last stanza, then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. The poet tells that choking is drying up of the tree after being uprooted. The poet tells us that when the tree is exposed to the sun and air, it will be scorched because of the heat. Slowly, it will become brown, hardened. With time, it will start to wither, become dry, and bend out of shape, leaving a corpse. The exposure of root vulnerable to all vagaries of will ultimately weaken the tree and kill it. So this was the explanation of the poem. Go through it and have a thorough understanding.